Welcome to Technests. Today we're covering scaling from 1 to 20 funded accounts intelligently. For many traders, the first funded account feels like crossing a finish line. You've proven yourself, beaten the evaluation, and unlocked real capital. But in reality, that first funded account is just the starting point. The real challenge and the real opportunity comes when you scale. Scaling from 1 to 20 funded accounts isn't just about multiplying your profits. It's about multiplying your discipline, structure, and intelligence. Without the right systems, managing multiple accounts becomes overwhelming. But with the right mindset and automation, it's entirely possible to scale smoothly, turning prop trading into something that looks less like gambling and more like a professional business operation. Why do traders struggle with scaling? A single funded account feels manageable. You log in, monitor setups, place trades, and track performance. But once you add multiple accounts, 10, 15, or 20, the complexity grows exponentially. Suddenly, you're juggling different balances and profit targets per firm, separate consistency and risk rules per evaluation, multiple dashboards and logins, different payout schedules and timelines, and multiple failure points where one mistake can wipe out several accounts at once. Many traders fail not because they lack trading ability, but because they can't handle the operational complexity of scaling. This creates frustration, burnout, and often forces traders to abandon scaling before they reach their full potential. The mindset shift is crucial. At one account, you're a trader. At 20 accounts, you've become an operator of a trading business. Traders think in terms of the next trade. What setup am I taking today? Operators think in terms of systems. How do I build a repeatable structure that works across accounts, across firms, across time? This mindset change reframes prop trading. Instead of chasing single wins, you focus on execution discipline, payout stability, and structural efficiency. So what does smart scaling look like? Scaling intelligently isn't about throwing numbers on the board. It's about building a foundation, then layering growth. First, master one before multiplying. Don't open 20 accounts if you haven't mastered one. Prove your strategy in a single environment. If you can't maintain profitability in one account, multiplying it will only multiply losses. Second, scale in layers. Think in steps: 1, then 3, then 5, then 10, then 20. Each step teaches you about time management, emotional bandwidth, and execution systems. Third, separate evaluation and funded logic. Evaluations are rule navigation games, consistency rules, daily loss caps, balance to pass thresholds. Funded accounts are payout management games, drawdown buffers, trailing equity, withdrawal eligibility. Treat them as separate ecosystems. Fourth, automate the repetitive. Manual tracking of balances, logs, and rules across 20 accounts is impossible. Tools like TradeRx handle execution and logs, while Dr. Markets generates signals, assigns times, and calculates risk parameters. And finally, standardize risk units. One of the biggest mistakes traders make is varying risk wildly across accounts. Define a single risk unit, say $200 per trade, and replicate it across accounts. This uniformity prevents imbalance and reduces the chance of catastrophic failure. Scaling magnifies small inefficiencies into major problems. To scale beyond 5 accounts, you need to solve these challenges deliberately. Time allocation is one of them. If multiple accounts trigger trades simultaneously, execution bottlenecks occur. Proper spacing and offsets are necessary to simulate human execution while maintaining firm compliance. Consistency rules differ per firm. One firm may require no more than 30% profits from a single day. Another may cap daily profit variance. Meeting these rules naturally across 20 accounts requires structured planning. Drawdown management is another. A single account can survive a big drawdown. 20 accounts can magnify the damage if not capped uniformly. Implement fixed stop loss and trailing logic across all accounts to create predictable drawdown behavior. Payout calendars add more complexity. With 20 accounts, payouts occur on different cycles. Tracking these payouts is like managing receivables in a business. Without a payout schedule, traders miss withdrawals, mismanage taxes, or reinvest poorly. And account closures are inevitable. Even skilled traders lose accounts. Intelligent scaling requires building a replacement pipeline, always having new evaluations underway so the business never runs dry when one account closes. Let's be blunt. Without automation, scaling to 20 accounts is nearly impossible. The two pillars that make scaling possible are Dr. Markets and TradeRx. Dr. Markets handles signal planning, stop loss, take profit, trailing logic, direction, and time assignment. TradeRx executes trades across accounts, enforces rules, logs executions, and ensures compliance with firm-specific requirements. Together, these tools create a prop trading factory floor where every account is managed with precision. This frees the trader to focus on high-level strategy, firm selection, and payout scheduling. Now let's walk through a case study with ES accounts. Imagine starting with a $50,000 ES-funded account. The rules: 2,500 trailing drawdown, 1,200 daily max loss, and bi-weekly payout eligibility. Your strategy risks 200 per trade, aiming for 400 profit at a 2-to-1 ratio. Trading 2 setups daily, the account averages 2,000 per week. Now imagine this structure multiplied. 3 accounts equals 6,000 per week potential payouts. 10 accounts equals 20,000 per week. 20 accounts equals 40,000 per week. But here's the catch. Without uniform risk and automation, one bad day across 20 accounts could destroy the entire operation. With structure and automation, the scaling becomes not just possible, but sustainable. Scaling doesn't just test your technical skills. It tests your mental bandwidth. With one account, a mistake stings. With 20 accounts, the same mistake multiplies by 20. The temptation to sneak in one oversized trade grows stronger when more accounts are running. Stress compounds when you feel like every account must perform. This is why treating prop trading like a business is so critical. Businesses don't chase emotional decisions. They follow systems, policies, and processes. Let's compare two traders. Trader A is a manual manager. He passes one evaluation, adds 10 funded accounts, and continues trading manually. Within a month, he breaks consistency rules, misses logs, and loses half the accounts. Trader B is a system operator. She passes one evaluation, automates execution with TradeRx, and builds signals with Dr. Markets. She scales to 3 accounts, confirms stability, then adds 5 more. Once her processes prove reliable, she expands to 20 accounts. By then, the system handles trade spacing, risk, and reporting automatically. She focuses on payout scheduling. Who do you think survives longer? Here are some advanced scaling tips. Diversify firms. Don't rely on one prop firm. Spread accounts across Apex, TopStep, and others to hedge against firm-specific risks. Batch evaluations. Always keep 2 to 3 new evaluations running so you can replace closed accounts quickly. Reinvest payouts. Use the first 2 to 3 payouts to cover costs and fees, then allocate a percentage of each payout to fund more accounts. Build a tracker. Treat accounts like a portfolio. Track balances, drawdowns, rules, and payouts like assets and liabilities in a business ledger. And layer time offsets. Stagger trades across accounts so that no 2 trades look identical. This avoids detection and ensures compliance. Let's move into FAQs. How many accounts should you start with before scaling? Start with one funded account. Once you've proven consistent profitability, scale in small layers, 3 to 5 accounts at a time. Can you manage 20 accounts manually? Realistically, no. The complexity of payouts, rules, and logs requires automation. Do you need different strategies for different accounts? Not necessarily. One proven strategy can scale across accounts as long as it's systematized. What's the biggest risk when scaling? Operational failure, not bad trades. Missing logs, breaking rules, or mismanaging payouts destroys accounts faster than losing setups. How does automation help with payouts? Automation keeps you within rules, prevents overtrading, and ensures account longevity till more accounts qualify for steady withdrawals. Will every account survive scaling? No. Even with strong systems, some accounts will hit limits or fail. Intelligent scaling means preparing for attrition and replacing accounts continuously. Scaling from 1 to 20 accounts is not about multiplying trades. It's about multiplying structure. The leap requires automation, operational discipline, and a shift from trader to operator. When done right, you're no longer just trading, you're running a prop trading business. With tools like TradeRx and Dr. Markets, scaling becomes not only possible but efficient. Accounts stop being a burden and start becoming structured payout machines. Ready to scale intelligently with automation? Explore how Technests tools like TradeRx and Dr. Markets can help you manage multiple accounts without chaos, so you can focus on profits, not paperwork. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. So you can focus on profits, not paperwork.